Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Brickshots with Antonio. Fit them old bricks. Ballin' like a with all these bricks. Welcome back, man. Another episode of Brickshots with Billy Antonio. Cam is actually in today, not making the phone call. Let him take a shot real quick, and we'll see where he's at. Antonio, the countdown. There we go, Cam. Thank you. I didn't know if you didn't want to take it or not. Antonio, the countdown to Virginia is getting real over here. Got a new chain for Father's Day, so just a big shout out to all the dads out there. Appreciate it. And Antonio, we're going to go straight into the baseline this week. You also got to take us there, just so you know. But it's getting kind of big for the NBA Finals. Cam has a lot to say about that, and we definitely do. So go ahead and take us there.
I forgot that was me. Let's go to the baseline.
Gentlemen, report to the baseline. To the baseline!
And I know, Antonio, real quick before you go, I know I've asked this question, but Cam wasn't on the last time I asked it. When Coach Carter says it, they have all the contracts in their hand. Like, they don't have time to read it over. Did you notice that in the movie where you're like, are they just going to set it down and then run suicides? Like, they had the contract in the hand.
They did a 360 deal.
I just want to say that the parents got angry for him asking them to get a C. So half of them couldn't read the contract. No way. They was happy he said to the baseline. I just want to put that out there. It was a riot because he was like, I just want your kids to get a C. God, he ain't asking for no A's. I just wanted to get a C.
Just get out of this.
They knew they weren't going to go down there and work at the road at the factory. That's all it was. That's all it was. They ain't had no bright future. I think one dude had potential.
I don't know. When they played that We Made It music at the end, a couple of them did something.
There was like 5 of them who went somewhere.
They be down. They let me be down like the boys off on Friday Night Lights. All that talent and Buki fucking truck.
Dallas Carter had way more talent than Permian.
I'm talking about after the fact.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know what they like. Be a truck driver. That's crazy.
Yeah, man, a principal and shit. How you gonna be in the booth to be a fucking principal? But you know he ain't make sense. We're in the baseline. That don't make sense. Bro, the principal, you don't fucking. So you mean to tell me you ain't rehab? You all that you ain't rehab from your knee injury? You just like, yep, got hurt in the state championship game. We lost.
It lost. He ain't do nothing. They gave him that job. He probably didn't go to college. You know how they did.
Nope.
Bro.
He did just like a lot of people we graduated with. He just stayed there. I'm gonna be the janitor for a while, and then I'll move my way up. That's what he did. He worked his way from the bottom.
That's crazy work.
He was still lifting weights with the team and shit. He was just like, he can coach. And then he became the athletic director after 7 years, and he was like, you know what? I'm tired of sports. I never lived my glory dreams. I'll be a principal.
Shout out to the principals real quick. They do
and before we get in the baseline, shout out to all the black people that are the black people that we celebrate tomorrow. You did. And then shout out to the people like Billy, the white allies of the blacks, who made sure we could be free. Everybody make sure y'all put some smoke in the air and some liquor in y'all system tomorrow. Cam, let's get to this series, man. I've been saying it for 2 weeks. A lot of people, it's a low-rated series, and you know why? Cam gonna tell y'all why after this segment. But this series ain't for people that don't really like ball, Billy. This is good basketball. High energy, high contact. Both of these teams getting in their bag. We ain't seeing no blowouts. We just seeing one team come through at the end of the game and push a little gas, and then that's what it is. We ain't seen nobody just getting whooped. Cam, they told you 2 weeks ago, Indiana, or a week ago, Indiana stunned y'all. That ain't the case. Y'all up 3-2. What you been seeing? I'm gonna start with you first because this your team.
What'd you say that again?
I said they told you a week ago that Indiana scared y'all, but that ain't the case. Y'all up 3-2.
Oh, that was Paul Pierce weak ass. He don't know ball. He just played it.
Tell me what you've been seeing.
We did The 2 games we did lose, we didn't close them out. That's all it is. Ain't like they were dominating us the whole game. Had to make some coaching changes. Get away from the 3 ball. We stopped shooting a lot of threes and start going to the hole. Or Miles Turner can't stop nosebleed down low.
Miles Turner can't do nothing with Hardenstein, and it's bad. Oh, it's bad. I think Billy. Well, first I was talking to Butler. Shout out to AB. Butler said, Halliburton, if he want to be a star or a superstar or whatever they trying to call him, you don't get hurt in the finals. It don't happen. Like, you just you thug through it. Miles Turner ain't showed up the whole series. I don't know. Like, as a center, and I told you that was going to be the problem, Billy. I told you that.
You did.
Hardenstein is a real center. So you need a real center to play with. Miles Turner think he a powerful or a point forward, actually.
Yeah.
He'll shoot more trays than Halliburton if you let him.
So shooter.
Hey, Cameron. I know that's what he said. Yeah. So it's been real interesting. I think OKC really just a better team. That ain't no thought. It is. Jalen Williams having that 40-point outburst. God, what a sidekick to have if you Shea. And you got Chet, and then you got Hardenstein, and then you got some dirty players. You got, and I ain't meaning like they play dirty. I'm talking about them people that go get dirty. Lou Dort, he'll go do what you need to be done. He not flashy. He don't care about none of it. Yep. He be noise about people say, and that's facts.
That's true, shooter. Yes.
I mean, shooter, and that's why I say that OKC just better because OKC got to go to. He the MVP, so it's kind of hard.
Having a go-to while you're in the MVP is crazy work. It does. I'm not saying the teams are the same, but it does remind me of the LeBron Dwayne Wade situation in Miami where it was all LeBron, but hey, it's still Dwayne Wade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just it's I don't know. I don't know. I don't think the Pacers. I think Scott Foster coaches tomorrow. we already know what Scott Foster like to do. If NBA coming knocking, we need a game 7. We need to make sure people watching. You'll get a game 7. Cam done seen it. I know he might disagree with it, but them foul calls that he was talking about that fouls you should get called, they won't get called tomorrow, Billy. I know it's in OKC too, but I think the NBA.
It's in Indiana tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in Indiana. Oh yeah.
7.
Game 7.
Oh yeah. So yeah. It's definitely gonna be a game 7. Cam, you seen it already? You seen what they do over there? How they referee in that building?
Oh, it depends. If Halliburton say he can't play or play like he played last night, I don't think they're gonna let him play tomorrow. If he do, he's gonna be a liability.
And too, Tonio, the superstar talk, I'm glad that you covered that part. I think the superstar talk, like you said, when he's hurt, if he doesn't play in Indiana, do the role players play big enough to where, now Tyrese can go play in the game 7, and this could be his.
It was like I told Cam last week. Muhammad had that one game, but Muhammad ain't Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams go get you. Jalen Williams go get you 30.
Yeah.
Like
40.
He can go. I know he dropped the 40 ball, but I'm saying he capable of 30 whenever he want to. If Shea not playing good, Jalen Williams can go do that.
Right.
Muhammad not doing that if if Halliburton don't play. Miles Turner not doing it, he ain't did it. Now Pascal can do it, but his 30 ain't gonna be enough. It ain't gonna be enough. It's kind of hard when you outmatched. It is. And if Hallie just giving you 4 points like he did, but then you lose and it ain't close. It don't matter how well everybody else played. When that star or should be the star of that team don't play well, it's going to show up everywhere because the impact of that star playing well dictates how well everybody else around him play. Like if Hallie getting off, then you're gonna start doing stuff to make sure Hallie don't get off, and that's when them role players get active like that. But Hallie just guarding 4 or having 4 points, you gotta do shit. Hey, we gonna lock up. Miles Turner, like I said, Miles Turner averaging like 3 rebounds. He's 7-1. Come on.
He plays so far away from the basket so many times. I don't know what Rick Carlisle's doing. If he just knows maybe he's a pussy or something, and just doesn't want to put him in those positions.
He just not good, Bill. I mean, he ain't ass, but he's just not a center, bro. It's hard.
You're too tall, too big to not be the 5.
He's a stretch power forward, man.
Right.
Yep.
But you also, if you're a stretch power forward, like a Dirk or a Tim who were stretch power forward, you can't be 3 for 11 from 3. That's not going to get us anything. If I'm the Pacers and I'm sitting there, what are we really going to do? You know?
And that's what I'm saying. I don't know if Rick Carlisle, he gotta adjust, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would think he would adjust, but he haven't. He haven't adjusted, and I don't know if you got any more adjustments to make without your star.
Somebody told me Rick Carlisle was doing a good job coaching the defense over there. I guess he forgot about the offense, huh?
And that happens.
Well,
that's what Tibbs depending on. His
you're
drive
not,
and defense.
When you're not the better team, there are to be better on one side, especially in basketball, to be better on one side, you're not the better team. You're going to lose a lot on the other side. And maybe you're just hoping, maybe it's just Shy who gives me 40 and the bench doesn't, Caruso doesn't give you 10.
So what you give up on then?
Well, you have to give up on that's what I'm saying. You have to give up on maybe some of the offensive side. Maybe you're putting Miles Turner in a lot more 3 positions. You're putting Pascal in too many pass and shoot situations. And it's like,
that's not his game.
No, I know, but I'm saying the coaching job is like that's what Cam was referring to, is that you're not able to do the things because you're trying to fix things on the other side, and it fucks up the opposite side. And I think that's where we're getting in with these finals of where, and again, maybe I'm just on it because I said Rick Carlisle would be able to do some of these adjustments and make his team, who's obviously not the better team, a lot better than they really are. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. Yeah. It just isn't. It isn't getting to the floor. You know.
I think they've been pulling themselves out of holes this whole playoff, and that shit they just got to a fucking team that like, hey, bro, if you dig yourself a hole, we gonna bury you in that motherfucker.
Yeah,
and that's what happened. And like I said, it's still good ball. They playing good ball. Like it ain't been this shit's ass. It's been competitive basketball. It's just when it's time, if you don't got your closer or if you don't got Hallie to even worry about, I'm not worried about you closing me out. You can't. But I got Shea on the other side. I know I got one.
Right.
Like I said, Jalen Williams want to drop the 40 ball. You got to worry about it. It ain't nobody else other than Pascal that you got to worry about for Indiana. Yeah. If you turn Pascal into a shooter, they could.
No, and 100%, Antonio, you're absolutely right. And I think that's where the superstar, the quote unquote superstar question comes in for Halliburton. And Cam, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. But where the superstar in question comes in, where you only had 4 points and your team didn't get blown out. If LeBron or Kobe or even Jordan, if they had 4 points in a finals game, your team's getting blown out. But here the Pacers are not getting blown out. Now, obviously, they didn't play well, but they weren't getting blown out. And you could say, I'm not saying moral victory, Cam, just before you go. I'm not saying it's a moral victory, but it is showing you like maybe Tyrese is not a superstar. This is maybe showing us that. Do you think I'm wrong on that?
I don't know. Like I said, I've been told you OKC got a problem closing games out. I think they get them slacking off like when they up big. So I ain't never thought Halliburton was a superstar. I mean, he a star,
Sure.
He the star of that team, like over there, but he ain't never been a superstar. Like he too inconsistent. He been inconsistent all year. Like this ain't nothing new. This nothing new. He came up, hit a couple of big shots. Like I mean, he clutch. I give him that. But other than that,
sure,
he ain't him.
And I think a lot of things, it does get kind of buried where Halliburton is. He's getting the Pacers to the next level every time. He's, the series away from the Eastern Conference Finals. Then they lose the Eastern Conference Finals. Now they're in the finals, probably now going to lose now that OKC's up 3-2. But Halliburton is showing you like, hey, just progression. And I think in the world we live in, and Antonio, I'll go to you now. Are we living in just a world where we expect superstar play throughout if you're just a really good player? Like, do we expect really high-end talent to be superstars in the NBA? Is that what we're looking at?
I think so, but everybody ain't got to be a superstar to be effective. Manu Ginobili wasn't no fucking superstar.
Absolutely.
But he's one of the most effective people we ever seen play the game. Am I wrong, Cam?
No, you're right. You're right. Like I said, he was a nice six-man. He played his role to the T.
And that's what I'm saying. I think we getting away from roles, bro. Like everybody, we want to make everybody the next Jordan, the next Kobe, the next LeBron.
Hey, people living in the moment, man. They living in the moment a lot right now.
And I'm waiting to hear the Cooper Flag comparison just to see if he don't live up to how they gonna talk bad about him, or if he do live up. And just let these people come in and be who they is. And I think
that's why
basketball might be the only.
That's why I like Ed when he said he was Michael Jordan. Like
yeah.
That's why I like it. Be yourself. You can't get but be you.
I think basketball might be the only sport we got that problem. You don't really see too much. It's some hate, but you don't see too much hate coming from the NFL, shit like that. Like, and you don't be like, hey, I'm gonna be the next Lawrence Taylor, or I'm about to be the next.
Yeah, true.
That shit ain't happening over there. So I think basketball, I don't know. You always hear the era comparison and all that shit. When you go back and look at it, it's glamorous from the highlights, but if you go watch games or you go look at box scores, it was really kind of ass.
100%.
But it's an era thing. When in football, only thing you did got bigger, faster, strong. You still knocking the fuck out of somebody, and that's the only thing people care about. Baseball, there ain't no new shit you can do. You pitch faster, you hit harder, but it's still the same concept. Basketball, motherfuckers done changed the whole game. Like, hey, I got a wide open layup. Fuck that. I'm finna shoot this three. Shit done changed. Yeah.
And there is a weird thing too, and I'll open it to both of you. I don't know whoever wants to answer it, but it is with Curry especially, and I'm glad that Cam said it. With Curry opening up the game, literally changing the game. Is that a negative impact on his legacy because he's making people who aren't as good as him?
No, they don't got nothing to do with sir. He's still him.
Okay.
On, man.
That put him on the top.
Shooter drinking more than you.
Shooter, we will get to that when we talk NFL in just a little bit.
Fuck, man, I'm finna address it.
He's gonna be talking about Baby and Pete up there. Talking about
he gotta be talking about. I've been calling Drake May.
That boy
sorry.
Yeah, that boy
calling sorry and you Shooter, you a top fan on the show. I ain't never had no praise for Drake May ever. He from UNC. If he wasn't a shooting guard at UNC, I don't care about him. I don't give a damn. I don't want to see nobody from UNC on the football field. I ain't gonna lie. That's just me. I'm sorry. But
all right, Charles Campbell. There are really only two positions of basketball. You either a forward or a guard, so it's easy to want to compare players.
See, that's that guy right there. He just be any-ass ball right there. He said two positions. When I grew up, it's 5. It's been 5. See, that's the people.
Maybe an old head, Cam. All right.
That's the people right there.
Shout out to my nigga Cam from work. That's Cam also.
Oh, this is also Cam. Okay.
Yeah.
Cam, question real quick. Was Dirk a forward or a guard?
He was a power forward.
He was a power forward. Was he shooting threes like a guard now, or was he?
No, he didn't take a lot of threes, but no.
But that's where it gets interesting, man, is that we have these interminglings where LeBron, who plays a 3, which is a small forward, right, who runs point on so many of the possessions, where basketball is becoming lovely. And this is to Charles Campbell, not the Cam that was on the show, but to Cam, there's not 2 positions. There's 5. You have Chris Bosh playing a 4 when he's out on the 3-point line. What position is that? Is that still forward? No, because he's not even in the paint. You can't say there's only 2 positions when it's so, especially nowadays when we have just opened this whole can of worms. James Harden, is he a shooting guard or a point guard? In Houston, he was running point 98% of the time. When in OKC, what did he do? Sit on there, wait for a 3, and then he was going to drive it if that was the case. Cam, am I wrong?
Yeah, he was a shooting guard there, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's just you can't is Cam Campbell an old head, Tonio, before I say this?
No, I think Cam about 26, 27.
All right. Well, Cam's had way too much influences from his father, from the old heads who just say, well, back in the day, you just have Tim Duncan in there in the paint and you have your center, Shaquille O'Neal, who does it. No, that's not how it is anymore, dude. You don't have the paint dominance is not a thing. We're opening up the floor. We're seeing everything. You have people with such high basketball IQs where they're 6'7". Kevin Durant is a 7-foot 3-point sniper. What position is that?
I mean, they literally traded AD because he said he was tired of playing the center. He wanted to go back to power forward.
Charles Campbell, real quick. Sorry, Cam, for cutting you off. But Campbell, so you just said, I know there are 5 positions. That's not what you're saying. Just explain to me what you're saying a little more, just so I can get some understanding of what you're saying.
Basically, what he's saying is big man no more. So it is just forwards and guards.
I mean, what about the Joker?
Even Joker only big in the league, Cam. Big men. It's 30 teams.
Tonio, who did you just say from OKC is playing center better than Miles Turner?
Hardenstein, but he ain't one of them elite. All right, so it's a few big men. But it ain't enough big men to say, oh, it's a center. It's a center dominant league. It ain't. So let's go because now you got to go back to when it was centers, and you ain't got to go back that far. You can go back to Dwight Howard. You go back. It was Dwight Howard, Shaq. Shaq probably. What's Shaq old?
The Shaq old. He was old then.
So who was with Dwight Howard?
Birdman.
Oh, that makes sense. Birdman.
No, you do have, but that's what I'm saying.
You had people, and he's sorry, but you had people playing center. Really, you had people like Tristan Thompson looking like a center.
Right.
Fucking. Who was the dude that played with y'all, Cam? With Russ.
King of Perkins weekend.
No. After him.
Steven Adams.
Steven Adams.
Yes.
You had
nice.
Young Steven Adams.
He's nice.
That's what I'm saying. He just got 30 million. He is nice.
Yeah.
So we don't got that now. Steven Adams getting phased out, and he's still a good center. Hardenstein, if
Valanciunas
getting phased out.
A big man right now.
If Cam's coach was stupid, then Hardenstein wouldn't be getting no smoke, and he was stupid there for one game. That game they lost because because he took him out down the stretch. That's dumb as fuck.
He played 18 games game, and they grabbed
even Andrew Bogut. Even Andrew Bogut was getting like crazy shit for Golden State. Looney for Golden State. He was just playing center, cleaning up, rebound, passing it back out. You said what now?
I said clean up rebounds. That's what they need room for.
That's what I'm saying. We don't got that now, Billy, because if you look at Miles Turner, he averaging 2.3 rebounds a game now.
But he's a bad rebounder. I think that's a little.
He's 7 foot. How bad do you have to
make you a good rebounder?
Billy, if I'm 7 feet, how many people on the court? 6'4", same height as me.
One of the best rebounders of all time. Come on.
You know why? Because he went in there and got it. But if I'm 7 foot,
that's what I'm, Tonio. That's what I'm saying.
Billy, listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying, Billy. Right now, if we playing basketball, I'm taller than you. How much effort do you think it would be for me to get a rebound over you, and you're trying?
Look, I'm getting some rebounds. Chill out.
You're not getting no rebound.
I know you're talking for the fans.
Billy, I'm just saying. Okay, so let's say I'm 7 foot then, and you're the same height as you is now. What the fuck I gotta do? And how many right now, who's the tallest person in this series? Miles Turner, right? Or is it Chet?
It Miles Turner? It might be Chet.
What Chet is, Cam?
What'd you say?
How tall is Chet?
7?
I think he is
7.
Is Miles Turner 7'1"?
Miles Turner is 7'1" or he's either 6'11". He not 7 foot.
Real quick.
Campbell said Chet 7'1", but he's smaller.
He's small though. He need to put some more weight on though.
He's small. So you box out.
We talking about Chet.
Miles 6'11". So Miles 6'11", but still he bigger.
But
he got the frame. But
Antonio,
he shoot more threes than Halliburton. Go back to what?
Just go back to Charles Campbell saying basketball nowadays is really
bro. Yes, I hate to do that, but just call him Cam.
I just don't want to get it confused, man.
Cam drunk. He gonna answer anyway.
He does. Cam, you can't flip nobody off. That's what you do, right? So with basketball being the positionless game it is, right? If we're breaking down just the NBA Finals, where Chet on the outside is more effective, even though he is a 4 and 5 position guy. On the outside, he's still effective. It changes so much of the game, and I think that's where we're looking at. And a lot of the older heads don't look at the game in that aspect anymore, right? Where they look at it as a 1 through 5 position. Where Jordan never guarded a fucking small forward, he never guarded a power forward. Whereas LeBron does do those things. Where Anthony Davis is bitching about being a 5 when he's just a 4, and he thinks he's supposed to be a fucking 2, taking it to the rack from the 1, giving him the from the ball. You know what I'm saying? Or is it just me being that the fan that I am? Is that what we're doing now, Antonio?
What? Just letting Killer Cam. That's his name. Calling it. He light skinned though, so he ain't killing shit. But Killer Cam.
He's a sweet picture. Yeah.
He a car guy.
And then go to Shooter's comment because he's talking about Giannis was the same size at first too. Absolutely. But Giannis also during that first maybe 4 or 5 years, was taking it to the hole. It was a meme and everything. The HB died. That's all Giannis was doing until he got the full spectrum of the game and then became an NBA champion.
No, he got Drew Holiday and then became an NBA champion.
Well, I wasn't going to throw that part in there. I'm just saying. Yes.
Dude. I don't know, bro. I don't. Cam drunk. But
man, my stuff ain't right, bro.
You can take a shot on air. It's not going to.
I just took 2 shots, man. I just took 2, like literally just took 2.
That's why he had to get off. Cam a good Christian, man. But I
didn't see it. It wasn't on live YouTube.
I don't know. I really it's probably over. It's probably over.
It is probably over.
Yeah.
I like Shooter's comment. But Tonio, I want to give a quick shout out to the 5 people in. I know Shooter's one of them. Killer Cam is another one. But to the 5 people in, who's going to win the NBA Finals? Is it going to be OKC? Is anybody still taking Indiana? I know Shooter was strong on the Pacers earlier. But Tonio, let's get to a big topic real quick. The Lakers looks like they're getting sold from the Buss family for $10 billion.
That shit don't make sense.
Do you remember when we did the
oh shit. That's a crazy take. I ain't mad at it though.
So see, all right. So let's go. Look, now we got to reverse into it because Killer Cam brings up a really good point. If Jalen does get another, let's say he just gets a 25-point spot, I think that's your MVP if they win Game 6. Am I tripping on that, Antonio?
It's hard to take the MVP from the MVP. It's this. That shit kind of. Well, actually, no, it
Steph
ain't.
Curry?
Steph been winning. He was unanimous.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he dropped 35 tomorrow, he definitely.
Absolutely.
It's definitely cooked.
Yeah.
I can't. Nope. I got it, man. See, Cam light skin.
Okay, yeah.
I can't leave out. I can't leave out alone.
You know what's funny too? Killer Cam was typing that comment as we said it. He hit enter. We said it. He's like, "Fuck that damn."
But I just I don't know. I think he might. He got a shot. He got a shot, bro. But I just think everybody wanting. Yeah, but that is different now, shooter, because they give you at the end of the Western Conference Finals, they give you that trophy now. So now they just gonna count what he did in the finals.
But shooter, I do still think he averaged maybe like 28 for the finals.
Who averaged 28?
Shea, excuse me.
Who?
Shea.
I think he don't average like upper. No, I put it in the thing the other day. He averaging 32 right now.
Is it 30? I'm saying though, if he only gets like 20 in the next game and they win,
yeah, it might knock him down.
So while you left Cam, Killer Cam say J-Dub got a chance of winning an MVP.
No,
you're crazy. What if he gets 30?
Shy averaged a double the other day. They're gonna put him over him.
That
17s, that 17s and 19 games gonna hurt him.
Killer Cam, give me the Jaylen Brown versus JT stats. Yes, if you give me the stats, but then it gets into our next conversation of who was better in the finals. Was it Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum? Just because Jason Tatum had better stats did not make him better in the finals than Jaylen Brown. I think that's why Jaylen Brown got it.
They robbed Jason Tatum. He didn't bust his win yet. They robbed him.
Jaylen Brown did everything in them playoffs. Though.
It was neck and neck, bro. It wasn't.
But he did. I ain't just talking about offensively though. Cam. I'm talking about defensively.
Jason Tatum busted one that, bro. Jason Tatum busted one that, bro.
Are you saying that because he's a superstar and that's who's supposed to win?
No, he ain't a superstar. He's a star. Stop calling him a superstar.
Jason Tatum?
He's a star.
That's a superstar. He's on the cover of fucking NBA 2K. That's a superstar.
That don't mean nothing.
Dude, that's a superstar. Are you crazy?
He's not no superstar.
Name
Jason
one
Tatum.
superstar.
He's not a superstar.
That ain't been on the cover of a game.
He's not a superstar.
Who?
See?
If he was a superstar, they gave him MVP. If he was a superstar, they gave him MVP.
See, Cam, that's why I'm talking. No, they wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. They already said the Steph Curry thing.
Steph Curry's won 4 rings. He has 1 Finals MVP.
Who got the other 2? Who got the other 3?
KD has 2 of them.
So what KD averaged in the playoffs?
Okay, hey Cam, fuck KD. What about Andre Iguodala? What he averaged?
He held.
They robbed him. Everybody know they robbed him of that.
No, they didn't.
He was playing like ass.
He averaged like 23.
Who averaged 23?
Steph Curry.
Who has averaged more than him on that team?
On the team?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But they had a better team.
All right.
See, they had a better team when exactly. LeBron averaged 35 on Iggy. Iggy still won that.
Not only did he average shooter,
he didn't average 35 on. See,
yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Cam, he averaged a triple-double in that finals. A triple-double.
Shooter don't even like LeBron. Why would he lie about that?
Shooter does hate LeBron. I saw he had tweeted something the other day. It was just dragging LeBron through the mud. It was funny.
Oh man, why would he lie about that? Cam, hey, see he in the comment now. It's shots around. He gonna keep saying his stomach hurt. I knew once we stopped talking about OKC, he was out of here. But let's be for real. Let's be for real.
But Antonio, fuck. Now that Cam's out, we'll talk about the Lakers sale. Well, Cam's coming back in, but hey, let's talk about the Lakers sale real quick so we can move on. We're already 35 minutes deep. Would The Lakers sale, is that going to help this team, do you think, without Jeannie Buss running it?
Hell no.
Tony,
You know why I say hell no? Because she's
Why?
still the fucking governor of basketball.
Ain't nothing changed but the money. That's all it is.
Ain't nothing.
The only thing that changed was people who signed the paychecks. That's all it is.
No, only thing that she might get vetoed on a lot of shit, and they might spend way. Well, they got an unlimited bag now.
Yeah,
So,
they can't buy nobody right now. Next couple of years they might go all out, but right now they can't.
Cam, you got to see the Dodgers. You got to see what the Dodgers are doing too. They don't give a fuck. They're just paying whoever.
Didn't they just pay Shohei like $700 million, bro?
Yes.
But it's baseball, though, man.
But the owner doesn't
money.
talk about money. That's the thing. The Dodgers are making so much money on selling everything that it doesn't. Those luxury taxes don't mean jack shit. The Lakers are about to be. They're going to have Luka, LeBron, and Ant and Ja. They'll probably go get Ja. Now that
who else they gonna have? Then they gonna have who?
Whoever they want. That's
they gonna come sign Antonio and you to play off, come off the bench, huh?
I get more rebounds than they last center.
I'd be a super hype man on that shit. I'd be a super hype.
Y'all told me Hayes was a good center. I remember that in that group. Y'all said Hayes was a good center.
Bruh.
I want to say, and I quote, I said, I don't know if I said good.
Hey, man.
Oh, now he's good now, huh?
Jackson Hayes tricked himself out of the contract. Bro, just get a rebound.
Cam, do you not think the sale of the Lakers is going to improve the Lakers? Do you think they're still going to be just the mid kind of Cowboys like team?
Oh, I think it'll be mid now. I think they'd be mid. I think old boy did a power move. Like he got Luka now. You probably sell more tickets. Well, I know you're gonna sell more tickets now.
Yeah.
It all depends on what they do after LeBron. I say this. It all depends on what they do after LeBron.
It's LA though. You always gonna sell out fucking.
The Clippers don't do that.
It's the Clippers.
It's the Clippers.
No, it's LA. It's LA. The Clippers don't.
Well, technically, it's South Central. If you want to be for real with the Clippers, if you're.
Somebody said they're gonna bring back Magic Johnson and put him on the sideline.
That's what
I told you that because Magic is a part of that Dodgers owners group.
I ain't gonna hear that shit.
The only reason why he left is because of Jeannie's relationship with whoever she was talking to out there. That's why he left. But he had some but he got up out of there. But Cam, I told you this, and I told you go through messages before we had the group chat. I told Chris with his hating ass, I said, bro, anything Magic touched, that thing brain went into it. He got on that Dodger team.
Yeah, he got that special touch. He got that Midas touch. That boy got that ultimate heel package.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna say this again, and just hope don't nobody come get me because I'm government property. But Magic just took the L to get rich. That's the only reason, bro. What's the healthiest motherfucker with that shit you done seen? You ain't never seen no motherfucker 380 with
that boy gained 100 more. He gained 120 pounds when he got AIDS.
Bro, he was out of here.
He wasn't that big. He wasn't that big in the league. Boy,
Easy with fucking.
If you watch Straight Outta Compton, Easy was in the hospital 2 days later. Hey, damn, not easy. Magic out here buying movie theaters. He out here. He Wizard Kelly on the Proud Family, bro. Like he just doing whatever the fuck.
That boy got on the dream team and everything and balled out. That boy dangerous.
Man beat AIDS, he can beat anything.
You right. That boy is dangerous.
Then Billy, bro, yo, we dumb as hell for real.
Yes.
Bro, caught that shit, and then they still let him go play ball. Come on, man. What he had? Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. That man ain't have shit. They said, bro, we need a spokesperson to get behind this so it ain't as bad as it is.
Yeah.
I know you gonna fucking die, but hey, we can sell some meds and make you think you're not. Magic Johnson. He done won a lot of rings. Let's get him.
Dude, look at Philadelphia with Tom Hanks and Denzel. Tom Hanks had that shit for like 3 weeks. Denzel had to go to court. Like, look at him. He's dying. This is
That's when you work. That's when you work right there.
Yeah, we work.
Brother killed so many motherfucking mosquitoes, man. That shit don't make no sense. But back to it, like I said, man, being for real, bro. Everything Magic Johnson they let him get a hold of. I told you, Billy. I don't think Cam was on the show yet, but I told y'all, shit, Magic Johnson over there in that ownership team for the Redskins, them boys had to be nice.
Yeah.
NFC Championship. So I don't know. I really be trying not to talk on the show about the Lakers because Cam don't I'm a fan. I don't want to be biased. It's my show. I can say whatever I want to do, but I don't want to be biased. Because we're not analysts, but once a week.
I'm not no analyst. I could be talking.
So let's go into that, Tonio.
Cam. So we was talking earlier about it. And shout out to the world's greatest sports group. Cam, are people really sports fans now? Or
nope.
They just watch it
to talk about it. Yeah, watch it
just talk about it.
They don't got no life. They want to get on social media and just talk like they know everything. That's all they do now. They just sit up. They don't watch the game to enjoy it. They didn't want to talk about stats and all that shit. Now I hate it. I hate it with a passion. You can't enjoy a game. Huh?
Why do you think that is?
Because social media ain't a real place. That started all of it. Social media got a lot of this going on. You got people in that basement. That's all they do every day.
I would say you got to blame Mark, but then we wouldn't be able to post on the show. So shout out to Mark.
But no, like I said, I don't think people just watch sports no more to enjoy it. Don't.
You think it's just, I'm going to watch this so I can talk about something at the water cooler tomorrow?
Yep. That's it. I blame LeBron fans because a lot of people, listen me out, a lot of people didn't watch basketball till LeBron. I got a homeboy who didn't watch basketball till LeBron started playing. It's a lot of people out here that start watching ball. You got young kids now that don't know nobody but LeBron. Now they just want to sit up. That's all they want to talk about. They don't watch the game to enjoy it. They don't even got a favorite team. They got favorite players.
Would you rather your kid grow up to play like Steph Curry or LeBron, Cam?
Steph Curry.
But you just said Steph Curry was the problem with him.
I didn't say he was the problem. I say he changed the league. I never say he was the problem. I like what he did.
Yes, exactly.
That's what the truth is, shooter.
Yes. I think we're Cam. I think where you're.
Well, we gotta let the new fans know Cam hates LeBron.
I hate all of them.
So and that's fine, and that's fine. But it's just like Shooter said, right? It's like people watching highlights and then just saying what you think. But there comes a time where if I watch the game and I see this, Antonio watches the game and he sees this, but then Cam, you watch the game and you see this. We're talking about three different points where you're gonna say that we're just saying shit just cause, but that's just how I saw the game. And who's wrong? We all have three different opinions on how it was gonna go. I had Indiana winning the finals. Tonio looked at me like I was crazy. They went up 2-1. I looked at Tonio like he was crazy. And now it comes back to where I'm looking silly. It comes a time where when you don't have, it's not, everything's not an exact science.
I'm more like Steven, cuz. I'm more like Steven. I had all you niggas. I don't care about none of you.
I'll sit back for that one.
I don't care about none of you. Do your job and go about your day.
But that's the thing. So if you're sitting here saying, LeBron's not doing his job good enough, right? Let's just say that's what you said. But I said, he's doing his job good enough. But then Tonio comes in and is like, he needs some help.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Speak to my mama, Cam. I'm disrespect.
Bro,
You say, hey.
Wait till let me know when she click off. I got something.
Hey, don't let that Espinol or whatever you drinking over there. I know that's what it is. I seen the bottle.
No, I thought it was like a wild turkey.
Don't do no wild turkey, man.
I mean, heck no.
Don't do that.
Watch him out, dude. What are you doing?
Ain't nobody drinking no wild turkey, man.
And Shooter said he love you, Cameron.
Got he.
Become a fucking problem.
I don't know who the fuck that was. That was hilarious, though. That was good.
But I just
I'm a fucking frog. Whatever you said, Tonio.
he said you're a fucking problem.
Billy drunk too. Whatever he got in that cup over there, he's on alcohol in it.
But going back to what
Cam,
Cam said, basketball not as fun to watch as it was, and it's because shit.
I mean, all sports, man. I'm talking about all sports, man. Like I said, like Shooter said, they watch the highlights, then they want to talk about it. They don't even watch the game.
But I think that's also got to do with shit. Oh wait, my mom's still in here.
Hey, how you doing today?
There we go.
I think it's just the sports change with the times. The newer generation soft, the sports getting soft.
Yeah.
This day month.
So Killicam just did say, he said the officials are ruining all sports. I don't necessarily think if that's a thing, right? Think about
Really, but we off that though. We can bash the refs now because they've been terrible.
No, we can bash the
refs. Officials and rule changes ruin the sport.
No, and
it's some things that shouldn't have been changed, bro. It's a lot of stuff. Wait, do we got more basketball to talk about?
No, actually, this one is fun.
OKC and 6. Me and Cam, everybody that owes money, make sure y'all get it to Cam. Cam, make sure you send me my part.
Oh no, that's the tequila.
Yeah, it's been something.
Hey, did we make a bet on this?
No. On the finals?
Yeah.
No.
So nobody made no bet on the finals now.
No.
Nope. Only bet, standing bet. Gotta say it again. Let Cam know that Buddy from the Cowboys gonna get the bag. He said he wouldn't.
Yeah, you said 20 million. So when? What's the win the date on that? When do that cash out?
Yeah, he got his contract up this year.
Oh, Jed Jones, let him go. He ain't getting that fucking.
Nah. Hold on.
Gentlemen, report to the baseline. To the baseline.
Nah, but I sorry, my fault. Praise God.
You damn right. There we go.
I do think, Billy, like, it's some stuff, you know, when it ain't broke, you don't fix it. Like for football, because now we got the baseline for football, bro. I don't care if a motherfucker go out there on that field and die. You know why? Because Cam, in Mississippi, we start shooting you in here too. What we start playing before we even got to school? Pick them up, kill them.
Pee-wee ball.
Pick them up, kill them. Ain't no rule.
Hit a man, all that.
Yeah. Ain't no rule. You throw the ball in the air, you catch it. Whatever comes with it.
What did you guys call it?
Hit off an AC unit at one time.
Well, he called it hit a man. Where I'm from, we call it pick him up, kill him. What y'all call it?
So I don't know if this is gonna get us canceled on this, but it was called Smear the Queer.
Oh nah, well it's June, so it might.
Oh shit! It is June.
Yeah, it's June.
Well, that's what it's called back in the day. Obviously, that's bad.
Hold on, what they called it back in the day?
So where I'm from, it was Smear the Queer. You just throw the ball up.
It's Pride Month, man. You can't be doing it on Pride Month, man. What's wrong with you, man? Them folks, man.
I knew he was finna say.
I can't believe you said that. And it's also men's health mental month too. Now y'all take care of your mental out here. Yeah, let them folks hijack our month. Y'all just let them hijack our month. We need I hear scratching every day, but y'all let these people hijack our month. Then just let it ride with it. That's crazy. Nobody spoke up for it. I don't see nobody come out speaking up for that. What Denzel and them at? Why they ain't Tyler Perry and all them speaking up for our mental health and stuff?
This Tyler Perry month still.
You're a man. Deal with it. Anyway,
it's still Tyler Perry month, so he good either way. Mental health, or what's up, Tyler Sinus?
Shut up.
Yeah, I think when you play sports, especially football, once you get into the Pee Wee where you do put the pads on, you sign a waiver every year until you get to high school saying this is a dangerous sport. Bodily harm could be something that happens to you. You could get injured.
Yep.
Really. I saw a lot of stuff. I'm pretty sure when y'all was up there recruiting and getting all the 5-star players.
Man, we recruiting nobody. Everybody homegrown.
Play for y'all.
Everybody homegrown down there, South Nola, man.
Either way,
you see what Soldier Boy said the other day, right? Star wide receiver.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you to send me some of his practice tape because I feel like he was over there dancing.
He might be sideline. He might be like talking about junior high or something. Man. I don't know about high school.
Hey, I bet.
I don't think
Soldier Boy's tape from junior high is crazy. Now, when he did get to high school, I bet it was not good. But his junior high tape is probably crazy.
Well, his high school
he probably sit on the sideline somewhere.
His high school tape fire, but that's him in front of the what's the name of that Chrysler 300 making videos in front of the grocery store. That's his tape. That's fire.
You gotta see that. I haven't seen that. You gotta see that.
Yeah, that's fire right there. But Cam, like I know, like shooting know everybody that play football, bro. There's a chance that you'll play that game and won't get up from it. That's just what you sign up for. Now let's fast forward to. Hey, I'm making millions of dollars to play this. Well, you definitely know what you're into now.
Yeah.
Because somebody out there want millions and millions of dollars too. Because you know what they're gonna do to you? They're gonna knock the fuck out of you so they can get the millions. Or they're gonna run your ass over, run through your ass, catch over. Some potentially can happen to you.
And that was the NIL deal. I'm killing myself in high school to get something.
Bro, I am making a crackback real. I'm hitting every play somebody getting hit. I don't care if I'm away from the play. I'm hitting somebody. Like
I think they used to give out awards for like biggest block or something during the week.
That's what I'm saying.
Like special teams and all that. Yeah, we had awards for everything.
I told you, but I had
the
a
biggest
hit
and everything. Like I said, we was on headhunters.
My coach, he used to give us syrup, bro, before the game. You pancake somebody, you open that shit and pour it on them. Let them know you was here.
Really? Y'all didn't just have stickers?
Huh? So what?
Y'all didn't just have stickers?
Oh, they were poor.
Oh,
we had stickers.
Yeah, we Cam went to a white folks school.
Man,
financially.
No, we had some black sponsors.
Shit.
Why did you say it that way?
Down on Highway 6. Go get your car right now, man.
Why did you say
Go get you a nice one.
Yeah, I was in the inner city. Cam was out there. Good air conditioning and shit like that. Cam lived.
Cam, where did you play at? Can I ask?
South Panola High.
South what?
South Panola High.
Panola High.
Yeah.
South Panola. It's two different Panolas. The other one was ass.
I heard the South. I needed clarification on after South. South Panola.
But yeah, so I think going back to it, why are you changing that rule? If you get hit, like I know Vontaze Burfict fucked Antonio Brown up like for good.
Yeah.
But there's some consequences you gotta take. I don't want to see somebody get their fucking head knocked off. Do you know how bad the league would have been if people like Cam Chancellor, Brian Dawkins, rest in peace, Sean Taylor, were in the league today? They wouldn't make it a year. All of them be suspended. Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, Patrick Willis, hell, Luke. That's probably why Luke Kuechly retired. You can't do nothing.
You mean Impact?
What I'm saying, you get Vince Wilfork or BJ Raji catching on these little fucking running backs off the line and falling on them. That shit hurt. But they can't do that now. They falling on the quarterback. You can't do that now. You don't change those rules, baby.
You think Tom Brady for that one?
Well, thanks, Tom. Shit.
Hey, true. You really didn't have stickers? That's crazy.
Hey, I told you, poor. I just got one more to say. What goddamn?
No, I just didn't know if that was a poor thing.
They had 15 people on that team.
23. 23.
No, Cam, what was y'all sticker?
Tiger Paw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We did have a fucking sticker, Cam. Shut up. I just thought about it.
Off real, don't do that.
That's what we did, bro. We had a C that looked like the Georgia G.
A C that looked like the Georgia G. You talking like a Cardinal C?
No, it looked like the Georgia G. I don't know why it looked like the Georgia G.
But it was a C?
It was a C. It was weird. I got it. I gotta send it in the group chat to explain it. I know it sounds crazy because it's a G, but it looked just like they stole all that shit from there. Don't know. We used to have some crackheads painting our field, man. Hey, bro, you gotta do what you gotta do. All right. But yeah, I don't know. Sports changing, but the officials ain't helping.
No,
they not.
Let me ask you, Shooter, while you're in here. Was Soldier was he good in English? Was he good in English class? Just while we had it, you know. But Tonio, actually, let me say this one to Cam too. The Ravens get Jair Alexander. We win the Super Bowl this year. I've never said that ever, and this is the year.
This is the year y'all win Super Bowl?
Absolutely.
So I was talking to the
defensive
back. I
back.
don't know if he's still in here, but I was talking to maybe Cam earlier. I think it might have been Cam, not my homeboy Cam, but the person I work with, Cam. I ain't saying he ain't my homie. I'm just saying Cam.
I was gonna say
my homeboy for a while. Man, you know what the fuck I'm saying. Cam know what I'm talking about. Me and Cam been down there getting bit by mosquitoes and shit. It's a lot. But y'all window closing. That wasn't Cam. That was Butler. I was just talking to Butler. Shout out to AB. Y'all window closing on winning the Super Bowl, Billy.
I know. I'm aware.
Why y'all keep going to get broke motherfuckers?
Because
already broken back or
Tonio, you act like everyone's like, oh, I can't wait to go play in Baltimore. No one is saying that. That's why we're getting some broke dudes. All we need is a corner that so Marlon gets hurt. We just need someone to step in. There's so many people I was arguing with today. Oh, well, what is Jair's injury prone? Da, 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 da. Yeah, I get it. He's not gonna play 1,000 snaps. He's not doing that. We just need him to fill in where he needs to fill in, when he needs to fill in. That's it. He's not gonna be the guy on the other side.
Getting a fucking fill in and saying you're gonna win the Super Bowl is probably something. I'm just saying, like, not getting somebody that you know that can go and just step in and be that guy. When Jalen Ramsey was just out there, like,
but did Jalen Ramsey? Does he want to come to Baltimore? No.
Did y'all offer him what he wanted?
Probably not.
So who fault it is? It worked
both ways. But you see, and I'm glad Cam's in here and Chris is in here. But y'all know how well ran franchise. We're not going to overpay for just a player.
I mean, true. Cam don't go overplay for quarterbacks. They just build them from the ground up.
Unfair, but yes.
How's it unfair?
It just. I'm not saying it's unfair. I'm not saying that exactly. I'm just saying it's BS. You get fucking a bunch of franchise QBs just left and right. That's crazy that it happens.
I don't know if Cam muted or he drunk and contemplate.
I'm listening to y'all talk.
But I don't know, Billy. You gotta have to spend some bread to win some shit, I think. It's just that day and age.
I don't think that's a shoe in for the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, I think it's what. Nah, I'm not. I'm the.
So in the AFC,
the Eagles going back. They just got better.
Going back.
Yeah,
they got better, Cam. They got more Georgia, more Alabama, more SEC.
That don't mean
patch the whole.
But my thing is, my only thing is, if Lamar can make it out of the AFC when he plays those NFC teams, kills them because they're not used to playing him. Now, actually, you bring it up as we're talking. The Eagles are going to play Jaden Daniels twice, so they have some kind of Lamar-esque player. So if they play him in the Super Bowl, that's my Super Bowl pick is Baltimore, Philadelphia. I think that's how it's going to go. And not happy about it.
It's going to be a tricky ride for Philadelphia, but they're going back. I don't see nobody. Because who? The Lions?
No.
Who, Cam? Cam, who's stopping them from going?
The Eagles?
Tell me somebody, because they not over there in the AFC with y'all. Tell me the threat. San Francisco? No.
Green Bay?
I mean, y'all.
Jordan Love stays healthy, right?
Hold up. Green Bay, Washington.
Don't you ain't gonna find nobody.
Green Bay, Washington.
You said them.
Minnesota.
Who's
We
Minnesota?
haven't seen JJ McCarthy play, man. Are you saying he's going to be good?
No, I think he'll be a bust.
Okay.
Brad threw the ball 14 times his whole Michigan career.
He threw the ball 50 times in a year. All he do is this. And all you know. That's all you know. He hand it off. Hand it off. That's all.
But all right, last year in Minnesota, Cam, this is your division. Did you think Sam Darnold was going to do what he did?
Yeah, I mean, Sam Darnold been decent since he got old. He been decent.
What do you mean old? He ain't even 30.
He showed himself. He showed himself in the playoffs, didn't he?
He did.
Sam
but I'm saying
one
before
of
the
the
season,
biggest finessers of a contract we ever seen in history.
bro, he earned the contract. Come on, man.
No, he didn't.
Come on, man.
Sam Darnold been getting paid for 10 years.
No, he didn't. He another Kirk Cousins.
No.
Kirk earned his time.
Yeah, Kirk did something.
Play good.
What did Sam Darnold do in San Francisco? Cam, what did he do? Nothing.
Play good in the regular season, then be a bust in the playoffs.
How many games did he play in the regular season with San Francisco?
I don't know. No, I'm talking about Kirk Cousins.
Oh, I'm asking you, what did Sam Darnold do before he got to Minnesota? Nothing.
I don't even know where he came from.
He came from San Francisco. He was the backup quarterback to Brock Purdy.
Well, he couldn't do nothing. They had Brock Purdy out there.
He played against the Ravens and showed out.
Oh, well, they got him. Hey, they got him big bucks.
Cam, who's playing in the NFC Championship game next year?
Green Bay and the Eagles.
Is that your fandom talking?
No, we must have been beat the Eagles this year, but we got messed off that opening kick. But it is what it is, though.
That BS too with playing in fucking Brazil was fucking crazy for you guys. I thought that was so dumb.
Well, like I said, as long as Jordan Love starts to be a gunslinger and force stuff, we be all right.
Yeah,
but I think we're decent. But
is that not y'all MO gunslingers?
No.
Nah. So that's what I was going to ask Tony.
And Roger wasn't a gunslinger; he was more precise.
What was his predator? What was the one before him?
Yes. So Tonio, that's what I was going to ask.
So he mobile. He like.
Cam, was it weird? So you've been a Packer fan your whole life.
Yep.
Was it weird going from Brett Favre to an Aaron Rodgers back to a gunslinger like a Jordan Love? Is it weird? No, why not?
Oh, because I mean we known to have good quarterbacks. Like we keep good quarterbacks. So it wasn't weird.
I'm saying the gunslinger aspect. You go from Aaron Rodgers, who's very precise, I'm not going to throw interceptions, to Jordan Love, who's like, I'll throw an interception. I don't care. We're going to try to win the game.
It was nice to have Aaron Rodgers like dropping dimes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was nice. But I think Jordan Love can do it too. Like I think you got to have a little more patience with it.
Okay.
Yeah, use leg more. If he uses leg more, he'll be more deadly. I don't know why.
Y'all had a lot of injuries too, Cam. He really was. He was missing a lot of weapons.
Yeah, the receiver. And y'all drafted 2 wide receivers, I think, too, right, Cam?
He's taking a shot.
Oh, I see. Okay. I think they drafted 2. I think it was Matthew Golden, and y'all took another receiver in like the 3rd round. Maybe it was the 4th round. I can't remember.
They're not going. I don't think Green Bay beat.
Well, Tonio, but you're saying who's getting to the NFC title game. I'm not saying who's beating Philadelphia, because it's Philly, and
I think the Redskins go back.
You think it's Redskins? You think it's Redskins and Philly back in the NFC title game?
What's stopping the Redskins? Don't get better.
Well, okay, fine.
Jaden Daniels' mama still not letting him sleep with women on his own, bro.
Just like Craig from fucking Blue Mountain State. It's the same thing. She's doing good.
Ain't got nothing but football energy.
Look, I'm on the mama's side. Am I tripping on that?
Yeah, you tripping, God. All right, man. My first year I got to the NFC Championship, bro. You just gotta let her live life.
I don't know. If it's Malcolm, I'll only use my son. Look, if it's Malcolm and his mom was like, I'm gonna let his mama do whatever she needs to do.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
All right, Tonio. Hey, we've been talking for an hour now. I don't know if Cam's coming back. Go ahead and get us out of here. Next week we're gonna cover. We got a lot of shit next week too. This week we didn't have a lot of stuff, and we covered a good hour.
We did. We made it work. Shout out to Cam. He was entertaining. People taking shots. He probably done for. Yeah. Next week we'll have the victors of the final. And we'll move on to the sports that really matter. Football.
Stop.
Getting into college. Oh wait, Q&A time. What's your question, Shooter?
Shooty, I got answers for days for you. But Shooty, you gotta get the question in quick so we can just kind of not have some dead air time. I want to appreciate the 3 people in right now listening. We do appreciate it. We'll be back next week. Next week we'll be back Thursday. Tonio, real quick, I want to see if AI picks this one up. Do you want to talk about Juneteenth real quick so I can share it? Make sure I share it tomorrow. Because I still, and it's every year, and it gets more sad and sad every year. They still don't understand why Juneteenth is a holiday. Can you just explain it real quick?
So it's just holiday. Wait, hold on. What would the score be if South Nova played Coffeyville? We blowing y'all up. Beating the hell out of y'all. Nah. Hey, I don't know. We 1A. If y'all played us, y'all had to pay my school $20,000. So it's just a holiday. Celebrated on June 19th, man, to commemorate the emancipation of enslaved people in Texas, Billy. Y'all didn't let slaves know they was free out there.
Nope.
Trash ass state.
Relax. Hold on.
My fault.
It was fucked up, but just hold on. You know.
I mean, for 3 goddamn years.
Yeah, just didn't tell slaves like, hey, you're good. Nope.
Ass, actually, Texas ass. I like Texas. Shout out to Houston and shit, but yeah, I don't know, man. I think that's kind of crazy thing about the 3 years, and we can't kick Shooter. 3 years waiting, you just still out there being a slave, and then one day you just like, hey, you free. We been free, but y'all just not free. I would be pissed.
Shooter, next week, I promise we'll talk about Trump next week.
Shooter, no, he won't.
It's gonna take too long. But I did want to throw the caveat. Sorry, I did want to throw the caveat for Juneteenth. For the people that don't understand, that is a crazy thing in America. If you don't understand, so the Emancipation Proclamation was signed, right, to free all slaves. But Texas decided, all right, if our slaves can't fucking read, they don't know what we're gonna do, and we're gonna keep them slaves anyway. That's where the horrible shit of it, where now they can't read, we know they'll still be slaves. All right, now they're free slaves on June 19th, right? 3 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. And then not only that leads into the Jim Crow laws where, hey, we just don't educate our black people to make them dumb and make them still do the slave shit that they've been doing for years and years and years and years. And we're just going to keep them down. And this is what we're going to do. This is a horrible thing for if you're watching the show and you still just have questions about Juneteenth, honestly, just look it up. It's crazy. Like, as you're saying it, you're just like, no, there's no way that happened. No, it did. And it's horrible. There are things about this country that are horrible that have happened before. Even now, there are still horrible things happening. But again, like I said, we'll talk about the state of the country. I will talk about this. Tonio can say no. I'll talk about it by myself. I'll do a monologue, and Tonio will just be like, all right, and back to sports. So I will, Shooter, next week I will talk about it. I just need you to be here as soon as you get it. But we appreciate y'all. Tonio is going to send us off. I just wanted to make sure Juneteenth is a big deal. It's a big deal. Just Google it. Get some information. Learn for yourself. It's a big deal. We're acting like it's just, well, oh, black people need another home. No, it's a big fucking deal. Tony,
Yeah,
my bad.
Yeah, and like I said, shout out to the allies like Billy. And if you don't think Juneteenth we need to be out,